How was your week? Well, I'm sure you've heard of the sound Oja piano. It is a sound ruling the streets now. Streets. Dun, 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 dun. It has got everyone dancing. I must tell you a secret. Anytime Mila hears that sound, he can hardly hold himself.
Casey definitely got a winner there. He was pretty smart to imagine the Igbo traditional horns with the current wave of Amapiano and tagging the sound as Oja piano. We should be vibing to that on Klieglight with an OAP.
I mean, talking about KC, he definitely has staying power because he has been around for a while, and that probably has to do with good management. Now, on this edition of the program, we shall be talking artist management with a panel. It makes all the difference. Don't miss it.
And the entertainment scene has been buzzing with the story of Johnny Drill's secret wedding. The good-looking dude certainly left a lot of broken hearts behind. The story has been trending a lot. Okay, you sure you ain't one of, the people that got their eyes
People
on
that what? That what? Sorry? Nah. I have been looking into space for inspiration to keep, Klieglight inspiring. But Johnny Drill and Rima Tahini, the artist and repertoire of his record label, do look good together. I mean, we have all of that on the E-News. Now you have an idea of what's to come on the show. A very big welcome to Klieglight on the Nigerian Television Authority. This is flight 394.
Yeah.
And I'm Kevin Williams.
And I am Buto Miller. Let's roll.
Because when Hilda did her cookathon, I was not even in Nigeria.
Football match. He passed with him picking. Person see him. Gonna shout, oh, which artist is that? Which artist is that?
Let's take off, as usual, with the entertainment news.
Baby, show me you can calm down, dance with me and take the lead now.
Who made the Calm Down song hit over 500 million views on YouTube?
Got you so high that you can't come down.
This conversation has generated a war of words and battle of supremacy on social media between fans of Nigerian Afrobeat superstar Rema and that of American singer Selena Gomez. This was when the American singer shared a post of herself and Rema with a caption of appreciation to Rema for featuring her on the Calm Down song. Some of her fans were like, "Aw, girl, you made that song big." Well, trust Afrobeat fans with their loud clapback. They were like, "Stop it! The song was already big before Selena hopped on it." Gloria Carter, mother of popular rapper Jay-Z, has finally tied the knots with her girlfriend, Roxanne. You heard that right. Her girlfriend. Jay-Z's mom has been gay all along, but has had to remain in the closet for over 30 years of her life. But along the line, fell in love with Roxanne and decided to let her true identity breathe. Jay-Z has been totally supportive and even sang about it in his 2017 track, Smile.
Mama had 4 kids, but she's a lesbian. Had to pretend so long that she's a lesbian.
Ever since Hilda Bassi successfully broke the Guinness World Record of 93 hours cookathon, many other Nigerians have swarmed the social media with attempts to break the Guinness World Record with various titles ranging from longest massage, Instagram live, longest kiss, cooking, and all that. So much so that the Guinness World Record recently shared a post on their Twitter handle reminding the public to ensure that their record title is confirmed before attempting.
You're giving me high blood pressure. Waiting.
Although this was a message to the general public, but social media users believe it was indirectly targeted to Nigerians, perhaps because of the incessant attempted records by Nigerians in the last few weeks.
God have mercy upon us.
Meanwhile, the Ekiti state government has had to recently put a ban on a planned kissathon in the states by a group known as Sugar Tea. Obviously, riled and embarrassed by such idea, the government warned that any hotel that accepts to host the 3-day Kissing Guinness World Record Challenge will be sanctioned. Sugar T, however, said he didn't mean to go ahead with the kissathon as it was only a ploy to promote his music.
They play! Just they play! They play!
That's it on entertainment news, do follow us on all our social media platforms.
So, I don't see anything wrong, with people, getting inspired to become like Hilda Bassi in trying to, break records and be in the Guinness Book of Record. I think Hilda Bassi just lit a fire.
I like the way you say she lit a fire. I've been talking about those who lit a fire. Big Fresh is one of those who caught that fire that is talking about and secured approval from Guinness World Record to attempt 125 hours Instagram live broadcast. What's that? Like, she'll be on Instagram live broadcast.
Instagram
doing
live
what
video.
Exactly? Just
doing, she said,
anything?
Let's wait, let them hear that.
Oh, okay. So Butuwa Mila hooked up with her a day before the challenge began.
The preparation has been going on for months now. I actually think, I don't know how long, because when Hilda did her cookathon, I was not even in Nigeria at that time. So at that time, I had already applied, but I was waiting for like approval. But when Hilda did, I didn't even know it was this deep. I was always saying that I was going to go do the link, do Instagram for that long, and I didn't know, to be honest, that it's something that is going to the Nigerian will see as something that is like this important. So I just wanted to just do a live video. I've always been going live, but doing the live video for that long, yes. So the preparation has been going on for months, and yeah, it's been really good. But I took it serious, I think, last month. I've always wanted to do something, not this particular. But when Hilda did what she did, and then I went to the website, I saw so many other records I can actually break and set. But I chose this one because it's my field. I've been on the social media platform for a long time. I didn't know this was going to be possible because initially, Instagram live video ends after 4 hours. Ends and you can restart. So I applied, and then I'm setting a goal, not even breaking. So it means I'm going to be like the first person doing this. So what inspired me is I don't know, maybe because I love Instagram and I just wanted to do something to put my name on the map. Nigerians don't know the power they have. In a country that if battery is not working, you test it in your mouth to see if it works. That's a crazy country. I mean, like, if you go to the website, there's a lot of records to be broken. So you don't have to, everybody don't have to try to take Hilda's record from her, because, I mean, like, she put us on the map. Like, I'm very, very proud. I mean, like, Nigeria is there. If you even go to the page, it's more like we are doing a lot there right now. So why not pick something else to do? Like, something else. This is a new record. Nobody has done what I'm about to do before. And if I'm able to break it, I'm going to be like the first. So I feel like they can do any other thing apart from cooking. I'm scared. Like, you can see my face. I've not slept because I've been thinking. I'm an overthinker and I'm very emotional. So I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but there we go.
Alrighty, we wish her all the best.
Yep. And now to the sound rolling our streets. Just when the same five-star artist Casey was taking the backseat in the music industry, he has come back with his latest release, Oja Piano.
Mila. See, I can't. Okay, I left out some details at the beginning of the show. I told you that Mila can't hold himself. I too. I can. Like, I really like the song though. So, but let me just stop talking and allow Chika Agu OAP to review the song.
Hi Kemini, how's it going? So I mean, everybody knows by now that Oja Piano is perhaps one of the biggest songs in the country, right? It's everyone TikTok, it's on Instagram, it's like your favorite hangout spots. I mean, you can't go a day without hearing that, flute, the Oja. So let's go through, the structure of the name Oja Piano, right? It is a mashup of two words, Oja, which is the Igbo musical instruments, right? The Igbo musical instruments, the flutes, and amapiano, which is a style of music that comes from the southern part of Africa, precisely South Africa. So we now see one of Nigeria's biggest pop stars, KC, mash up the best of both worlds into this beautiful sounding song. And I mean, you can sort of understand why it's easy to get you moving to the sound. So first glance at the video, it's brilliant, right? The one thing that we've come to know KC for is that he will give you a proper video. KC will give you, since the days of KC Limpopo, right? Like, you know, the KC Fresh days. The fact that this time around, you know, he's taking it a notch higher isn't surprising, to be honest, but it is satisfying, I'll tell you that much. Plus he dresses well. I love the way he's reinventing himself, you know, with the new face mask persona. When you see him at interviews, out on Instagram, doing anything, he's got his face covered, you know, just reinventing the wheel, and I like that for KC. Obviously the Oja part of the song, you know, comes from him tapping into his Igbo roots. Now, there are actually 4 types of Oja sound, right? If you didn't know that, my favorite is Ojamao, which is the one that's used when you are trying to play out a masquerade. You would see that at New Yam festivals and any other festival in the southeast where, you know, we expect a masquerade to make an appearance. There is the one that's used when, you know, boys are going into an age group sort of meeting, and there are 4 different types of them. So and they all have different sounds, but they're all called Oja. They all, you know, have the roots of their name straight back to the Oja. So he's taken from the Oja sound, which is the flutes, the drums, the percussion, the rhythm, the flow is coming from South Africa, which is the amapiano part of the record, right? So you have Oja Igbo music, you have amapiano South African music. I'd love to see our Nigerian artists experiment with, you know, sounds like that, tap into our roots, see how we can, you know, take from our roots, blend with modern day sounds, and give us something, you know, that we can sort of say, yes, this is good, this is golden. And personally, I think KC has done that with Oja Piano. If I were to rate that song on a scale of 0 to 10, I would give it a 7, and a 7 over 10 because I felt like it could have been longer, right? But you know, that's just me.
KC has been around for quite a while, just like Tubaba. And internationally, I've always admired the likes of 50 Cent, PDD, Rihanna, you know.
Oh, no. Go ahead with the rest. Leave it out for me.
Come on, I always admire Rihanna. Well, yeah. So it has always been all about their star power. That's in the entertainment industry, which has, you know, made them feel so special in the globe. So what do you think about their management level? Don't you think that's what's taking them to the next level?
I quite agree with you. I mean, like, a good voice and talent is critical, no, plus a huge dose of luck. Well, don't you agree that luck also
true, definitely, yes.
So, but what really makes the greatest difference is management.
Yes, it is.
True. So we start with experts on the entertainment industry and OAPs to discuss this and more.
Okay. This is
If you want to talk about the biggest artist in the world that has the biggest brand in terms of diversifying and putting himself out there, is Snoop Dogg. Let me explain why. Snoop Dogg has done music, he has done movies, he has done comedy, he has done wrestling, he has even gone as far as doing adult movies. Okay, if you're talking about Nigerian music industry or Nigerian entertainment industry, how far has their reinvention gone? Yes, we are still growing. Yes, we are still learning. When you mention, artists and their management teams, yes, management teams exist. but a brand grows as well as its reach can be. And let me explain what I mean by that. We have the likes of Burna Boy, whose mom and dad were instrumental in the workings of Fela's music. So they understood the scene to a large extent. Let's not forget, Burna Boy's sister, one of them is the person who styles him.
Missy.
No, Nisi is in the stylist. Nisi is the artist. Nisi is also a musician and also a graphic designer.
Yeah.
And a promoter too.
And a promoter. So it's just like a family who has all lawyers.
So, but do all artists, do they need to have that background?
So it's not about having the background, but having the support
Around
that has the know-how. Now the problem with this is this costs money. Burna Boy is running a family project. When Davido started, he had his cousin B-Red around him. He had Spesh, who by the way I have to call him, was my secondary school mate. He had people who were more like family than friends around him. So he has to start out as a unit. And it's not cheap. It doesn't come cheap. So if we expect it of all Nigerian artists, then we are not being true to ourselves to understand our limitations. Now, part of our limitations is Nigeria does not have the systems that work, that encourage that major branch out. How do I mean this? It's just from last 2 years that we started having DSPs that are domiciled in Nigeria. It's just about last 3 years that we started having Sony wanting to have a full presence in Nigeria.
Yeah, right. I think it was like about 2 weeks ago, Kim Kardashian's daughter, North, was her birthday, and then they were celebrating the birthday.
And she wanted ice.
No, she was playing she was vibing. They were vibing to Baby, and they were all singing. You know how young? I think she's 11 years old. Question now is, if Rema comes now, she wouldn't know. Like if Rema comes in, let's say
they know they recognize person finish. They know they recognize person finish. Jay-Z went for a football match. He passed with him picking. Person see him. Gonna shout, "Oh, which artist is that? Which artist is that?" If they did not see the security, they follow.
I'm trying to tell you now. Like Rema is like one of the biggest exports we have right now in music, especially the Calm Down song. And the reason I used Northwest as an example
is because the family is also popular.
Yeah, she's actually one of the biggest.
Exactly. So now, if let's say her parents decide like, okay, let Rema come and do a surprise, she wouldn't know him. Unless they say, oh, that's Rema or something, or unless he starts singing. What we're saying is, as popular as our music is, we need to now do the same way. If a Justin Bieber walks in, where as they have this conversation now, I would not know because
a lot of fair people do.
As much as we look at the Nigerian music or the Nigerian entertainment scene, it's still a young industry.
See, I don't like this thing of bringing age. We not be anybody age mates. See,
no. What I'm saying that when a Madonna releases an album, then you hear that year she's releasing the album, she's going on top.
Of course.
Beyonce is going on top. They are not stupid for doing that.
Of course.
They know why they're doing that. Because they want to interact with the
fans audience
and let them know who they look like. Because then there were no music videos. It was cheaper for them to go on tours than put out music. Because now you promoting your song, you spend so much money, but the tour, as much as you're spending money, you're getting it back.
The process,
but they're already doing that.
So they are doing it, but they are not doing it enough.
Yes, exactly.
But what is enough now?
Because many of them, like now,
we look at over the weekend. Do you know how many events happen?
No, why I only said
Festival,
no.
Essence,
That is the problem. See, the problem is that it's only Burna Boy, Wizkid. That's the top three that I can do.
Portable was at this festival.
Don't say it. Burna Boy has achieved going around the major cities in Nigeria, so he doesn't need to tour Nigeria. That is why even to have him on radio is a Herculean tax, because he feels he has expended his facility in Nigeria. He has expended his facility in Africa, to be precise. Yeah. So he doesn't need an African tour. What he needs is a European, Asian, South Asian. That's what he needs.
Someone like Rema, for example. Now.
So let me give you an example. Davido is doing his UK tour right now. Was CK did a tour when what's the name of this popular song? Love Wanted came out, and he was going on tours. But minus that, he was touching down on other artist tours.
Yeah, he was.
So what you do is, if you don't have the facility to hit New York, and you know your guy who is an artist in New York, even if it's a small space, is there, you hit it. What will happen is that promotion companies will call to say, oh, you are in town, why not come back and do your own show? We'll package it and we split sales. When we had the likes of Wizkid concert, Davido's concert, Burna Boy's concert, and Thames live in Abuja, they were not the ones who organized those events. I know. It was corporate sponsorship.
Disney approached me. I said they wanted to use one of my mom's songs for a movie. This movie supported is a low budget movie. What they were paying was how would I put it, the minimum amount they would pay Beyonce.
Of course.
That's what they were paying for it, right? But a Nigerian movie to approach and say they wanted to use it. What they're paying, if I compare it to what a low budget there was paying, it was like it's like someone is offering you, 1 million naira, and I bet saying 10,000 naira.
It's even less than that. It's like someone saying take 150 naira. That's actually
that's the comparison.
Why I'm laughing?
But that film now, when I went, that film that they were going to, the Nigerian film, it was all over. It was all over the internet. In short, they even did on CNN. They said, "Oh, a big budget, no budget film." Guess how much the budget was for a big budget film? $1 million.
So here's the thing. If we are talking about budget for the industry, let's state it and let's be very clear. Nigeria has not scratched the surface in terms of money, in terms of wealth, in terms of what can be put in to get out. And we have a lot of factors that are responsible. Number one, we do not have corporate support.
Yes.
Corporate sponsorship is one. The second, when I mean corporate sponsorship, there are no big brands that want to put their weight behind superstars or the release of a project.
No, it's happening now though.
It's happening, but it's not big enough.
It's not big enough.
So I will explain. We had the likes of Falana, I'm sure you've heard her music, and there was a big bank that helped her during her tour. She did Nigeria, Lagos and Abuja. She did Ghana and I think another African country. Yeah, the bank helped, but that was not enough to push her where she's supposed to be. For movies, how many banks, what is government support? We do not have a Hollywood, we do not have locations where we can shoot expensive movies where we say we shut down Geriki. We can't do that in Nigeria. You can't. That is what makes a big budget movie.
I'm going to disagree with that. We've seen that. Like, there was a particular movie, I can't remember the name, that shot a film at Kano State. It was a film about the emir or something like that. And they had this festival that attracts Durban, something like that, exactly. And they were able to do that. There were how many extras? There were hundreds of extras everywhere. They were able to. So we have the facility. What we don't have is the investment, just like you said, from corporate organizations. But the likes of Mo Abudu and her Ebony Life right now have actually scratched that. They have actually gotten to that point where people actually come to them and say, we want to actually be part of your project. That's why you see an Ebony Life film release, they're still sponsored by this, or this recent movie by Tony Abraham. In fact, I don't know if you've seen the movie. Is it Tony Abraham? Yeah. Inside the movie, they are promoting one particular company or the rest. So these things are already happening. What I'm saying is, it should happen more. That is the only way we're going to get the funding. Because why I'm laughing when you were telling your own is that I was even surprised they came to you. Because these days how many Nigerian movies has a soundtrack? Like when you say a movie soundtrack, it does not happen. It's recently you start seeing a film that has an actual sound. Like when I mean an actual soundtrack.
Still Falling, Dimbo Atia, it did have a soundtrack.
That's what I'm saying. I said there's only a handful of it. This Obaram film has a soundtrack that can actually go and stream.
No,
Some of them.
Obaram only, actually the people that worked on it.
Exactly.
They're actually music people. That is why it has
a soundtrack. That's why it has the soundtrack.
That's why it has the soundtrack.
I say you can go online and be like, soundtrack, so just type in Hollywood movie, you will not see. But if you go to a soundtrack, let's say Creed, it has a whole album. We were talking about Spider-Man. Exactly. So
Black Panther had an album.
These are the things that can make a film big. For example, from the soundtrack, you can get streaming and you can get money, in my opinion. Do you understand? So we have not even scratched that particular surface. But for getting funding from different corporate organizations is happening now. But it should happen more. That's in my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
Brilliant suggestions right there. More corporate funding required and a chatting platform in Nigeria. Well, that's all we can take for now. Next week, we'll bring you the remaining part of the conversation. So,
Yep. And keep watching us, same station, same time. I am Butur Miller.
And I'm Kemini Williams.
Salute.
I don't want you to waste my time. I don't want to wait till it's all over.
I did not know when I did that.
I do it again. Oh God, I hope you don't be a part where you're not talking. Don't talk, just watch.
You love me.
Now I try to be pure of heart. No be like say I know this shit no man. I just get better in job. Waiting I see for the